Have you ever been in a situation where you had only like a minute to wolf down a meal? You had to be somewhere at a specific time, but you knew if you didn't eat now, you weren't going to be able to eat for a long time. And so the meal's in front of you, you go, hump, 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 and you quick knock it down because you know you've got someplace you got to be. God wanted to put that kind of a thought into the heads of the Israelites as they took the Passover. They were to eat it in haste. They were to have their robes girded up, tied up, to make it easier to move their legs. Those of you ladies who wear longer dresses know they're not the easiest things to walk in, right? Well, I'm assuming. I've never worn one of those, but I'm assuming it's... well, I'll get myself in trouble on that. But I think I have the feel from these babies. I've tripped on these any number of times. How important, if you're really going to move, to gird one of these things up and have it tied so you can move. They're to have their sandals on their feet and their staff in their hand. That's going to make it hard to eat. If you got the staff in one hand, you've only got one hand to move around and eat. That's hard. What was God saying? He was saying to them, you do not belong here. Egypt is not your home. And it's time for you to go to where you belong. Jesus says to his disciples on the night he was betrayed, I tell you the truth, I will not drink from this fruit of the vine until I drink it anew with you in my Father's kingdom. In other words, one of the blessings that the supper is to bring to us is a reminder that you do not belong here. Your real citizenship is in heaven. So what do you think? Do you think if an uninterested observer were watching our life and watching our life priorities and watching our life balance, that they would say, wow, it's really clear that that person believes I'm but a stranger here, heaven is my home? Or would that uninterested observer maybe think, man, I'm really comfortable down here, I'm getting everything I can down here, and heaven is sort of this distant afterthought? Guilty. No, it's not wrong to put time, effort, energy into the things of this world, to work on your education, to work on your career, to work on fixing up your house, to work on improving and whatever. It's all fine if it's kept in balance. Do we balance it with how much time we put into our spiritual well-being with word and sacrament? Do we balance it with how much time we put into, for example, evangelism work and trying to make sure we're sharing Jesus with others, our prayer life? Are we strangers here? God comes to you in the supper and he reminds you in this gentle, wonderful way, you're a stranger here. Heaven is your home. And someday Jesus will drink this feast anew with you at the marriage feast of the Lamb, because you're a stranger here and heaven is your home. Amen?